Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. This is a very cool toned holiday look. I just love this. This is giving me ice skater vibes, winter wonderland vibes, just snowy, icy, glittery goodness. I have gotten so many requests to use the Natasha Denona Glam Palette, so that's exactly what I used today. And then I got a couple of things from Giorgio Armani in the mail, and I thought, you know what, let me just do a very bougie makeup tutorial using all bougie brands. So that's what I did today. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you enjoy following along and seeing how I get this look. Please subscribe and let's get started. So I changed my camera angle. I actually put my camera on a new tripod. So it's a little bit higher than I normally have it and it's kind of angled down. Let me know your thoughts if that's annoying or if it doesn't bother you. Before we get started, I do want to say that with every makeup tutorial, never feel pressured to use exactly what I'm using. Part of the fun in makeup and recreating makeup looks is using what you have at home and getting creative. That's how I started. So yeah, just have fun with it. This is all for fun and don't ever feel pressured to use exactly what I'm using. So I'm gonna start out with the YSL Touche Éclat Blurring Primer. This is a very hydrating primer and it's very like oily, not oily, but like it feels like a face oil. Just applying this on the skin. Whew, feels like velvet. I did also, before filming, I applied the Drunk Elephant Debronzy sun drops just because I am white as snow right now. Nothing wrong with that, but doing a cool toned look, wearing light gray and being whiter than my shirt, I just needed a little bit of TLC on my face. For foundation, I have two very bougie ones and I'm gonna mix them together. I've never done this before. So one of my favorite foundations is this one. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I have this in the shade Light Medium 9. And then I've literally only used this next foundation just a couple times. This is the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation. I have the shade Bisque 21. Like 2 years ago, so many people were raving about this. It's fine, but it's not like that amazing. So thought I'd mix these two together and see what happens. That La Mer foundation though smells incredible. Okay, so I was just talking about how that La Mer like isn't actually that amazing, and as I'm applying it, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. It's pretty nice. I feel like that just like made my skin look like itself, but like without all of the like redness. It just looks really, really natural. I'm using my IT Cosmetics number 7 double-ended brush to apply this, by the way. I really love this brush. I just wish it didn't have this end here. This is like, I never use this side, and I hate when brushes have a double end because then when you put it in your brush holder or something, then one side always gets damaged. For concealer, everything is rubbed off on this. It did not last, which is kind of unfortunate for such a fancy brand, but this is one of my favorite concealers. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Concealer. It's the concealer equivalent to the foundation I used, and this is in shade LM9, same shade as that foundation. I'm just gonna pop it here under the eyes and then go in with my Sigma F03 brush and just blend it in. This has a little bit of luminosity to it, and I would say gives a medium coverage, like a true medium coverage. Go in with just a little bit more just because I want to be a little bit more concealed. And then I'm going to go into this liquid highlighter. It's the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I have the shade Light number 2. I'm going to pop this on the high points of my face, right here, and the nose. And then I'm just gonna go in with the foundation brush and blend that in. Applied a little bit too much. That's okay, I can just buff it in. So now I'm gonna go in and set my under eye area. I'm just gonna use my Makeup Forever H104 powder. This ain't like bougie or anything, but it's the best. I'm just using a Sigma F35 brush. I'm quickly gonna grab some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, put it here in the cap, and then pop this on the sides of the nose. I'm really annoyed because I'm loving the foundation and I never want to replenish these foundations, so I don't want to like them. But wow, I'm really liking the way that the whole base is looking already. So I'm gonna go into one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in Terra. It looks like this. I'm gonna go in with this and use my Hourglass double-ended brush. I'm just applying this on my forehead to start. Bring it on the cheeks, on the jawline. I just uploaded yesterday the all MAC makeup tutorial, and I got so many requests to do different one brand makeup tutorials. So I'm really excited that you guys love that idea too. So I only have a couple more videos that I'm recording for the rest of this month. So I don't know if there will be any more like one brand tutorials in December, but you guys just gave me so many ideas for the new year, and I'm really, really excited. So I don't have a bougie contour color, so I'm just gonna go into Bone Beige from MAC. This has just become my favorite, and I'm gonna contour my face. I'm using a Smith 112 brush. I'm gonna get my cheekbones and then carry it onto the sides of my temples, and then I'm gonna take it down here on my jawline. I feel like I'm really liking the angle of the camera today. I feel like I had it too low and it was like, hey guys. Now I'm just gonna continue that for 25 minutes on the rest of my face. And then I'm using a Luxie 182 brush to contour my nose, and I have to use my NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. It's the best contour for contouring my nose. I might add in a little bit of the Bone Beige just to continue that color there, but something about that NYX contour color, it just blends so nicely on my nose. I feel like all the bougie brands don't really have a contour. I'm just like trying to think off the top of my head. They have bronzers, but I feel like these super fancy bougie brands are more into like natural makeup. Maybe this is me just being ignorant, but as I'm thinking about it, like there aren't a lot of bougie brands that have contour products. And then I'm taking this and I'm contouring around my lips, just like this. And then I blend it out with my fingers. And I'm taking that Laura Mercier powder right down the sides. I'm using a Smith 124 brush. This is actually for contouring, but I think it's for like, it's technically made for like applying the contour product, but I actually like using this to apply the powder to brighten up and emphasize the contour. And then I also take this just right here because I can tend to bring my bronzer down a little too far. So this just helps to re-brighten this area up. I'm gonna highlight first before going with blush. I do have two different ones here that are very fancy. This one I haven't used in forever. This is the Tom Ford Reflects Gilt. Then there's also the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter that they just came out with for their holiday stuff. So I'm gonna go with the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one's just giving me the vibe. This is what this one looks like. It's kind of like this pearly, pinky champagne color. So I'm gonna go into this with my F35 brush from Sigma and just sweep this right on the cheekbones and connect it into the brow. Do the nose and Cupid's bow with my finger and blend it out with a brush. For blush, I have two different ones from Hourglass here. I have the Sublime Flush, which I think would be really pretty. It doesn't go on like this intensely pink. And then I also have Brilliant Nude, which is a great neutral. You guys know I like that. I think I'm actually gonna mix these two together because I think they would make a nice little cocktail. So mixing those two together, I'm just gonna apply this on my cheeks. That's really pretty. I like going in with my highlighter first because I feel like then when you go in with the blush, it kind of covers up that line of separation and diffuses it. And then it looks like that highlight is peeking out from behind your blush. I'm also taking the blush up on my forehead and a little on my neck. For my brows, I'm going into this one from Hourglass. This is in the dark brunette shade, their Arch Brow Pencil. It's a teeny tiny tipped little pencil here, but it is kind of like it's like squared off. It's very interesting. I'm gonna go in and fill in my brows, fill in all of the sparse areas and make them look a little bit more full and defined. I'm gonna go into the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC and prime my eyes. I'm using this Makeup by Mario EF1 brush. I'm just putting this all over the lid to prime for the eyeshadow. I recently got a couple questions on priming, if I would recommend this or concealer. I think it's a personal preference. I personally don't like going in with concealer to prime my lids. This is just my favorite thing, but I think like the majority of people use concealer to prime, so that's totally up to you and what you prefer to use. And then I just always go in and set with powder, the same one I used on my under eyes, just to ensure that it's not sticky and wet. because if I go in with eyeshadow while the lids are still a little sticky from the primer, it's gonna skip around and it's actually gonna make it harder to blend than if you didn't use primer at all. I swear in every video, someone has asked me to use this palette. So I'm finally using it today. This is a gorgeous, glorious, beautiful, cool toned eyeshadow palette with a lot of just like a beautiful range. The bottom row is a little bit more warmer than the rest of it, but it's very versatile, very beautiful. You could do a natural look, you could do a smoky look. I don't exactly know what I'm doing today with this. So I'm excited to use this. I also got these sent over from Giorgio Armani. These are these different like cream eye tints, and I thought this one would be really pretty. It's kind of like a pearly pink. This is a like true silver. So I think this is shade number 42. I'll go into this eventually. I just don't know when. So I'm gonna start with the Glam palette. I'm first gonna go into this shade right here, and I'm going to bring that into the crease and inner crease area as well. Just kind of buff this around. I'm also going to take that underneath the eye, just right here at the bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna kind of deepen this up a little bit and go into the shade right next to it, this crease one here, and just bring this here in the outer crease. And I'm gonna keep the inner part. I think that's probably the darkest shade I'm gonna put on the inner part. I'm just gonna take this here in the outer crease and deepen this up. Whatever's left over on it, I'm gonna carry it down on the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go into this bottom shade right here. It's like a darker silver shade. And I'm just gonna push this here on the outer lid. I'm smoking this up a little bit, but also adding, it's kind of got like a sheen to it. Not kind of, it does have a sheen to it. So I'm just popping this on the outer lid. I'm following this tutorial, by the way. I should have said this to begin with. This is one on Natasha Denona's YouTube channel, and the model looked glorious. So I'm kind of pulling some inspiration from that. I'm gonna probably add glitter because, you know, I was just thinking about how I've put glitter in like pretty much every tutorial, but then I was thinking, you know what? It's the holiday season, it's Christmas time, and I'm balancing out all of my matte makeup looks that I do all year round. Just blending out the edge here. I'm gonna take this pinky shade here, just on my finger, and put this on the center of my eyeball. Gosh, that looks like glossy. So pretty. Oh, I forgot I was gonna use that Armani thing. Hold please. We're gonna go into this first. This is the Armani eye tint in shade number 42. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand like this, and then just pick it up with a brush and pop that on the inner lid. I'm actually just gonna go straight on in it. This might be the most unnecessary step ever, but I just really wanted to use that. And now I'll go in with that pink shade and pop that on the center of the eye. I'm gonna take this silvery inner corner shade on a fluffy brush and pop this right over that Armani color. I wanna use the dense brush. And in that video, they really put this in the crease for Rousty. I'm also gonna pop this right on the inner corner itself and bring it down in here. And then go in with the brush and blend out the edge. This eye look just makes me want to go ice skating. Doesn't it give you that sort of vibe? I'm going to take on a small brush. I'm gonna go and mix the top two matte shades together and pop these on just on the outer bottom lash line here. And get that right on the very outer part. And then I'm gonna take this shade here that we put on the outer part of the upper lid and put this right here in between the inner like silvery shade and then the matte outer lash line shades. I'm also gonna wiggle this down a little bit. Really drag the outer part down as well. Ooh! Gotta blend. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this brow bone shade right here and pop this on the brow bone. Oh yes, nice and frosty. Because I want this to be glittery, I'm gonna go into the Makeup by Mario Quartz Master Crystal Reflector. I'm gonna take this on my finger. Look at how sparkly that is. And you don't need like a glitter adhesive or anything, it just pops on. So I'm gonna take this right on the inner part and the center of the lid, just avoiding this outer lid area, just to give a little extra sparkle. This is the Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill mascara. I'm excited to try this. It has been years since I've used this mascara. I'm gonna go in and apply this all up on my lashes. I'm applying these lashes from Velour. They are the Here to Slay lashes. I have a discount code with them. I believe it's just Brianna Fox for 10% off. So I'll link them down below. And I'm also using this applicator from Velour. It makes it so much easier to apply false lashes with this. And then once they're on, I like to squeeze them with my natural lashes. So I have a few different lip options here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I know I want to do like a neutral lip. You could do, ooh, I might show a berry. I think I'm gonna mix these two lipsticks together. As I see them next to each other, I'm like, oh yeah. So I have the Tom Ford Plum Lush lipstick. It's like a nice deep berry. And then I have this hot pink lipstick from Patrick Ta. It's called She's Hard to Get. Looks like this. So I'm first gonna go into the Charlotte Tilbury Bond Girl lip pencil. I'm going to line my lips to the bottom. I'm gonna blend that in a little. Use my finger. Usually I'll like fill it in completely, but I'm not gonna do that today. And then I'm gonna overline the Cupid's bow here and connect it to where my lip line is on the outer corner. Blend that in with my finger. I'm taking the Tom Ford Plum Lush and then the She's Hard to Get from Patrick Ta right in the center. I'm gonna go back into that Bond Girl lip pencil and just kind of blend the edges because you can see there's like a line of separation between the lipsticks and the lip liner, and I want it to be more seamless. Kind of blending these together here. That is the final look. I love this. This might be one of my favorite looks for this year. I just love how different the frosty eyes are. It's very, very cool toned. It's just very winter wonderlandy to me. And I feel like you could pair this with any lip. I think swap this out for a nude, a light baby pink. You could do a bright classic red. You could do a dark vampy lip. I think that would be really pretty. You could do like a very, very hot pink lip, like a MAC Candy Yum Yum kind of thing. Honestly, you could do any lip with this and I think it would be beautiful. So yeah, I do like it with the berry lip. I think it is very pretty and kind of just goes with the whole cool toned vibe. So yeah, what do you guys think? But that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed following along and I hope that you like the way that the look turned out. I'm very happy with it. If you end up recreating this, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your look and let me know if you end up recreating this look with different products. I would love to see kind of like how you made it your own and what you used to achieve it. So yeah, let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me, whether it be in the month of December or in the new year. I'm excited to get started on those videos too. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you very soon. Bye.